Today we're going to talk about how we clean the boat. Well, I'm going to do the vinegar part and Tony's going to do the waxy part, so we're just quickly going to show you what we do to clean it, because it's such like cleaning two cars this is. So what we normally do is just give it a little sweep. Just give it a little sweep first around the top, move all the ropes and everything out the way. And then once we've swept through, we normally put vinegar and water in the little spray, which you've got here. Just like vinegar and water, that's all it is. Spray it over.
What's the ratio? What do you mix that vinegar at?
With 75 water and 25 the vinegar.
Right,
Just
okay.
give it a little shake. So, that it
So there ain't that much vinegar in it?
No, not really. No.
So you could go 80-20, something like that, anything?
Yeah, right. As long as there's vinegar in it, you know, because it just like breaks all the dirt down.
Right, okay. And how many times a week do you clean it?
Once a week.
Once a week,
Yeah,
okay.
once a week is enough, unless obviously you've got a few leaves and bits and bobs that fall down, so you might have to clean twice a week depending how bad the weather's going to be.
It's
today.
more in the summer, isn't it, when the bikes have gone past and they've
get a
flicked
lot
all
of
the dust up.
Get a lot of dust, so that's basically it. So I'm just going to quickly show you a little bit of what we do to clean.
Snap, snap.
Snap, snap. So just basically moving all your bits out the way, the poles and stuff. You can see I've done there, just moved the rope out the way. So just clean down your gutters, give it a sweep.
And why'd you sweep down the back of them gutters when you can't see them?
If you don't clean down there, you get all the black and off the leaves and the dirt that goes down the gutter. Then you get a black line that comes all the way down your boat. So
Right,
that's the
okay.
last thing you want is a black line coming down your boat, especially if it's like cream like this. You want to keep that nice and clean. So we always sweep round there.
Do you vinegar behind there as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I've always put the vinegar and water through there, give it a nice sweep through. Just get your cloth, push it through like that, sweep it through, and you can clean all your gutters out, and then you won't get these black lines. You must do it every week though, because otherwise you just keep building up.
Because it get quite grimy behind there, can't it?
Yeah, it can get quite
Especially with the
dry.
ash off the chimney and stuff.
Yeah, especially the chimney dust and stuff like that. Right, so we're just going to clean all the little tiny bits that come off the tree. We're just going to clean all them out, sweep them off, clean them into there, and as you can see you got all the leaves and stuff into there. So do that all along your gutters. So just sweep across here, get all your leaves.
Because if you don't do the vinegar, it's in here where you get the build up of crap and black and rust sometimes, and that's what runs down and exits through them drain holes in your boat.
Make sure you sweep your solar panels as well, because most importantly, if you don't keep your solar panels clean, you ain't going to get no solar off it. So you've got to keep this clean, because this is where you get all the dirt and the grime which settles.
And bird poo.
And bird poo. Yeah. Just keep going until you get to the end. You can do it every week. Then you've only got a little bit, as you can see, just a little bit in there. It's hardly anything, but if you leave it, it just gets worse and worse. So if you try and keep into a routine and doing it every week.
I don't know whether it shows you the crap that's on the top of them solars.
And as you can see all the bird poo on here and soot, bit of soot off the chimney there. If you sweep most of the debris off, easy for when you clean with the vinegar and water.
So that's all the heavy bits off.
Yeah. What we do now, I always get the two cloths, one for the top and one for the front of the boat, because you want the windows all kept separate, because that gets quite mucky. So if you've got the two cloths, you've got one for the mucky bit, one for the other bit. It's not too bad, So just basically a little spray. This is not going the right way, but there you go. On your windows. Do all your windows as well. Yeah. Clean way. the rubber on there, that's okay, you can rub all that on.
As you can see, Ju sprayed it on now and is just rubbing it all over, get all the dirt off and everything. So get a good rubbing down till all the vinegar's gone. Wipe it down just like you would just anything that you're wiping over.
I'm just going to show you the other side where the bird poo is. Take it off. A little bit of the soot on the top. Give it a little spray. Of course the microfiber cloth will grab all the dirt. Then give it a little wipe. Then go down the gunnels. Give it a bit more of a spray if you go dry. Just a little spray, it's all you need. But if you do this every week, as you can see, good as new.
If you do it every week, you don't get the build up, I suppose, do you?
Hardly any dirt at all there. All you do, because it's vinegar, it breaks down all the dirt, including the bird poo. So give it a little spray. Let it settle for a few minutes. Give it a little rub. Bob's your uncle. I mean, if it goes on the canopy, obviously, let it dry a little bit, brush it off, and then we use the soap, which we'll do another video on that one to clean the canopies. Okay, there's another bit there. Let it soak a bit. Rub it in. There you go. Clean as a whistle. Keep going down your panels. You can see, just using vinegar and water, that's all you need to clean your boat. Old wives' tale, you can't beat it.
How come you are rubbing it with newspaper?
Because I'm not doing windows.
Oh, right, okay.
And the microfiber, as you can see, grabs, I have tried newspaper, but the microfiber grabs the dirt better, see? How much it grabs the dirt. You just hold onto the dirt so it doesn't go back on there. Okay.
Okay.
Only a little spray, that will last you probably about 3 weeks, 4 weeks, maybe longer.
And to be fair, it's quite a tidy roof, you know. And that
two roofs. I mean, you can see this to that one.
and if it does this every week, so it don't leave you a great big build up of a dirty, nasty roof to try and clean.
Good, like a brand new solar panel now, just cleaning that.
With all soap and suds and stuff like that. You do get, after time, you'll get the green algae setting in some places, a little bit there.
Yeah.
But probably twice a year I'll go over that roof with a scrubbing brush and some Dove soap and wash that off, but that's about it. And it keeps your roof all nice and tidy.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm just going to show you now how we wax.
How you doing, folks? Folks have mentioned as we've been obviously sitting on the towpath how clean the boat looks. And I'm always saying what you clean it with, what you do it with. So this is why we're doing this video. Give a bit of an heads up how we do it. I suppose everybody does it differently. The products we use, always check them out for yourself first before you put them on the paperwork, just to make sure. But we don't find no trouble in it, so this is what we do rather than how to, if you know what I mean. Just a bit of a disclaimer. So the two products, one's this one, and you probably can't see, but there's a slight line there. Now this comes like thick yellow when it's left standing for a while, and you do have to give it a shake and mix it up. Then we got another one, which is a turtle wax one. Now I tried that, and you can see I've had that about 18 months now, and I've only used a bit on it. I don't think it was very good, and it had a patch on that one. So if you're going to do it, you can pick that up from Alfred's. I think it's about 10 quid, and that will probably last you, I don't know, about 10, 15 washes, something like that, might even be 20. Depends how dirty the boat is. So basically all you do, spray this on, right, rub it all over, let it go like a misty, like a dry, then just buff it off. And what that does, it's a waterless car wash, so it'll just clean all the dirt off it, and it'll wax it as well. Okay, now Jude's gone round and took most of the dirt off anyway, because if there's loads of dirt on it, wash it off first, because you don't really want the grit and stuff underneath your cloth, you know. It's supposed to coat it and it don't scratch it, but I wouldn't take that as gospel. We always get the worst of it off, then we just do the washing of it. So give it a good old shake.
It always says shake well, doesn't it?
Yeah, but spray it all over. Don't miss none. Right, come round here. It can go over the rubbers on the windows, it can go on the glass, it can go on the chrome. It does say there, look. And it cleans paintwork, metal, glass, rubber, trim, stuff like that.
You do have to rub it off the rubber quickly, don't you? Because otherwise it dries quick.
Once you've done, just go round and just rub it over. And you'll just see where it starts to mist up there. Going round. Like that. You can see it's absolutely filthy, but dirty enough, you know. And you just carry on across. I'll just do a section at a time. So I'll come up to the window and I go all round the trim, round the glass. It cleans glass absolutely beautiful. Even better than the vinegar, I think, but you think's different. And just down there where the water drips, you know, good old client. You see little dirty marks there, look. Just cuts it away. Right, now then. Yeah, see just round the window. With that's all dry, you know, and if you run your finger through it, that's how you want to get it to, so it's like that.
It's a bit like normal wax in it, well, you get that like white sheen on it.
Yeah, but it's just twice as quick.
Yeah.
Then all you gotta do.
See how shiny that comes up to that. It's like a new boat.
You just get a good buffing. And you can see the difference between the top of that one and the bottom of that there. So yeah, so once you've done, you just carry on round them and buff up. That's why I say do it in sections, and just buff everything up and get rid of all them white marks. And you'll soon know when you stand back whether you've missed any. And what you can feel under the cloth while you're doing it is this, the parts that have been buffed and really slippy, and the parts that I've been, there's a bit of drag on the cloth. So you've still got a good idea where you've gone to. And keep buffing away. It ain't like a tea cut with just really hard work, you know. It'll make you sweat a bit, don't get me wrong, but it's it ain't like a tea cut. And as you can see there, look, difference between this and this up here. And that. If you stand back, you can see the gleam on it, and if you have missed anywhere, it'll show up. So again, we've done to this one, to the bottle shape, and we'll go up to the edge of the window and just infill the middle then.
So how long did you say that would last for?
Well, I normally do this probably once every couple of months.
So you don't have to do it every week?
No, well, you can do it every week, but there ain't no need to, you know. This keeps a shine on it for, depends how dirty it is, don't it? If we get on a towpath and there's lots of bikes, the dust is just crazy and it'll get filthy. But at least when it's got this wax on, when it rains, it'll wash most of that off, you know. Where if the water wax on it, that it'd stick to it. So, well worth doing it, just for the wax cover, to be fair. And as you can see, after Ju's gone round it with the vinegar every week, it don't leave a lot to clean really. You know, if we'd left this a couple of months, 3 months, with no vinegar on it, that cloth would be absolutely riffy. You know, now I feel that cloth getting damp now with it, and it don't really matter how damp it gets. So just keep using that one cloth for sticking it on, and use your other one to buff it up. With all the best intentions in the world, that's what the gutter, if you don't clean behind there, that line down there is what it creates, and once you let that get old, you'll have a real job getting it off. So as you can see, I put a lot of elbow grease into that, but now you can see it's going now, look, right away down to the bottom. And we'll do that then down the full length of the boat.
There you go.
And do both sides. So hope that's helped you out. Subscribe, thumbs up, and hit the bell so you know when we're out. Okay folks, thank you very much. See you later.